said, brothers and sisters, Dr. Umar has access to no money right now because my personal account contains all of my money. I only send it to Apple Pay and PayPal as necessary. So the Prince of Pan-Africanism, for the first time in my life, is without any digital currency. So for my loyal supporters out there, if you can spare a few dollars so I can take care of Queen Mother Ifa Tunde and myself until my bank account is frozen or canceled so I can get my money back and open up a new account, please hit my Apple Pay or hit my PayPal. My personal PayPal account is Umar the Psychologist at yahoo.com. So that's paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, paypal.me/UMARTHEPSYCHOLOGIST, paypal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or hit my Apple Pay using my cell number.
Dr. Umar needs a 9 to 5. He need a white. Everybody know that white don't go get it and come back with it. Nigga put some pimping and some macking down. That's why I say white is right. Nigga, and I'm talking about Charleston white. That's why I tell him all that preaching about don't sleep with a white woman. Do you think a white woman will have her king that's a psychologist with a doctor in front of his name out begging before the world, looking like he ain't bathed in a few days? Looking musty like that African smell. He got himself a king and he said, you mean to tell me these sisters and these queens got the king out begging? Come on, King Dr. Farbar Fuquay from Jaffe Jiffy, Africa, from far, far, far away. You ain't got no business begging. Sell that nigga. I'm right there. It's a punk laying right now about that Umar. It's a punk right now. Put the camera somewhere and it get you out of this rut right now, Dr. Umar. I'm just saying, find your white one. Look like the sisters have abandoned you. Ain't no bitch I'm whispering her ear saying a mother thing too. Better not have me going on live hollering about they done froze my cash out. Nigga, you going digital currency? Get out of Africa, come back to America. Every American know we got to have some cash in his fucking pocket. That's why you fat girl that you say a thing. When you got money, you ain't complaining about no bitch you don't about a thing. That let me know you doing something. Are you smoking? You get high. Don't tell me you K2ing around this. How in the you Dr. Umar Johnson, you doing all these goddamn, ain't nobody paying you in cash, nigga. It's something to this shit. Everybody know you ain't digitally paying for is you? Cause that's a footprint for them workers like how they did it. Now I know you ain't flying. You know what? You the one going across state line buying the. So you not transporting. There you go. But look at you broke now. Ain't nobody thing. How PayPal freeze your account? I thought a nigga supposed to have a credit union, a bank, Cash App, Zelle. How the PayPal? You trust the white man, that mother doctor, talking that nigga talk. Don't you tell me the good doctor. You trust white folks' system this much as a Pan-African, you put all your eggs in the digital basket with nothing. I call bullshit. I think he a fraud. I was just starting to like it. I was just starting to like that nigga. I'm calling bullshit. You will never ever. That's why I made it my business. When I started my 501c3, I was not going to be a beggar because I had a Jewish attorney who teach me, Charleston, you have to find a way to self-sustain your organization for your people. You cannot be a beggar. Nobody likes a beggar. That's why beggars don't get corporate sponsorships and donations. And if you have to rely on a grant, they're going to take the grant from you one day. So you have to find a way to self-sustain your organization. So I started out selling, well, I ain't sell, I sold barbecue first. Came later. I sold barbecue. I started selling marijuana. I started selling fake pills with caffeine in it. Yeah. Hold on.
The text message from one of my homies. He needed Dr. Umar to send him a couple dollars. I logged into my account just to check my balance because I haven't done so since I left for South Africa back on July 10th. Only to discover that I could not log into my account. So then I called the bank to find out what was going on. And the bank told me to enter my 16-digit card number. I did that. They told me they had no record of my account. They had no record of my account. The bank that I've been with since I was a teenager told me they had no record of my account. So then I called the bank, and the bank told me that my personal account, as well as the independent Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy account, have both been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. Both bank accounts have been frozen. And I was told that there is an investigation into my personal account as well as the school account. I asked them, was this due to suspicion of any fraud on my part? I was told that it was not due to suspicion of any fraud on my part, but I was told that it was due to suspicion of fraudulent activity. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access to my personal account and the FDMG account. I was told that someone has been trying to gain access into my personal account and the FDMG account. Brothers and sisters, if you have sent a donation to FDMG, let's give it until the end of the month to see if this gets cleared up. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. They have given me no definitive timeline as to when their investigation will conclude. If you have sent a check or money order donation to FDMG, let's wait until August the 1st, Black August, and see if this situation has gotten cleared up. They told me they sent me a letter to this point on July the 10th, the day that I left for South Africa. I was told that the timeline of suspicious activity was June 25th to July the 10th. I was told that the timeline for suspicious activity was between June 25th, that's when Medea went public. That's when Medea went public. Everybody knows who Medea is. July 25th, that's when Medea went public. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. July the 10th, that's when I left for South Africa. So y'all know, I believe Medea and Pastor Bussy were fraudulently trying to get into my account. And if we find out that's the case, they will be sued and possibly arrested, because fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is federal offense. Fraudulent activity on a bank account is a federal offense. Again, June 25th to July 10th is the period of suspicious activity. That is from the time Medea went public and I left for South Africa. Between the time Medea went public and I went for South Africa. So brothers and sisters, if you want to make a donation to FDMG, you must send it to PayPal. Hold off on the checks and money orders until the situation is resolved. Hold off on all FDMG Academy money order and check donations until the situation is resolved. If you want to make a donation to FDMG, send it through PayPal. Right? PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to make a donation to the school, hold off on checks and money orders until we find out what the hell is going on. The bank is investigating the fraudulent attempts on our account. If I find out Medea and Pastor Bussy had anything to do with this, I was told that they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense. I was told they can be arrested for federal offense.